Playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Cowboys and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you, and I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win, and I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He is also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. C.D. Lamb deep for the Cowboys. And taken right on the 30. They juked him. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it was even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 45, following a gain of just 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Schultz. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert on 1st down now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 out to 3. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert, they'll get this out wide to Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punt. Lamb to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 35. gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
10th carry now for Elliott. Down right around the 25.
Not a lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and now leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a measurable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for picking up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return is Lamb. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys about to take over on offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and we picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great control.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. Let's go at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
Up the middle with Eckler. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "35 yards that time on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Prescott on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. First down, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To the air again, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Jonathan Garibay, the kickoff for the Cowboys.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
It's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys have definitely been out getting their first down. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The give is to Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping it for a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner around there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime. Touchdown, Chargers! Jalen Gillen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The offense on 3rd down tonight. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
15 yards there for number 15.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, he's got it to Williams.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner. And he
Touchdown! Eric Ebron, 27 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Prescott now. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely. in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rush to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw Rush. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a look at the backup, Daniel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Rush. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. To throw is Rush. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now Rush. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Throwing here, Rush. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Rush. And that's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rush. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Terrell Basham in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Daniel. That one complete to Joe Reed. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
On 1st down, Daniel. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From midfield, here's Daniel. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down about the 33. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Looking to throw. Rush. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Pollard. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. Garabay's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling the defensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Right back to Spiller on second down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Throwing on third down, Daniel. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Watkins drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. Dancing away at the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. And the attempted 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Jonathan Garibay out there now, and this is a big pressure spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Garibay's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. L.A. readies for its next possession. But Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, Daniel. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Daniel going to throw. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be taken down the number 4. He works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Daniel now. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he's going to go down. They get pursuing back at the 40. Terrell Basham able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, a run by Spiller. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Daniel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Rush. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rush. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Daniel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Run for Pollard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 2. Rush. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a 1st down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rush. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. After the interception, here's Daniel. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th. This game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Daniel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Daniel. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The ball will come out to the 25 here as Dowdle will not return this one. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. It's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 29, Rush. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets them to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
88 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rush. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rush.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Now it's Daniel. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now Daniel. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Daniel now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Daniel.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Desperation time for Daniel on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. first down. Pollard down to about the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Back to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So just nowhere to escape the pressure that time. He goes down for a safety, and that should all but do it here in this one.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, but you're right. Now they have to kick it away, and this one definitely looks like a lost cause.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So this one, victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.